As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends
And
forever.
forever. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that Scary Movie 2 reference when she's singing in the car and then her band number is Vitamin
Vitamin
C.
C. Can you shut
Yeah.
up and let me sing already?
That's right.
She's like, what? I love that movie. And that is such a good
I
movie.
I
And
could
I
rewatch.
might even watch it today. I don't know. I haven't
Oh
done.
shit.
So good.
I could rewatch one, two, three, four many times over.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because after four, it just doesn't really, you're like, ah.
So
Because they don't have like the Wayne's brothers as much and they don't have anyways.
yeah. Didn't
One
we
through
talk
four is
about
fucking hilarious.
sequels a couple weeks ago? But like
What'd
the
you say?
number two, we talked about sequels, I think, in
Yeah,
previous
we
episodes.
did.
And I don't
Yeah,
think we
yeah.
brought up Scary Movie 2.
We didn't. We were idiots.
No.
Yeah. Because we
It
brought
was
up Cars too. Brought up
Cars
Cars
2,
too, and
Shrek 2,
yep,
um,
Shrek 2. I mean,
and there's a few of them, but like superior to the first, right? Like if I just and in
Scary
terms of
Movie
scary
2 was just,
movie, like Scary Movie 1 was like, yeah, okay, cool. I
it
like
was
it because
iconic.
it's like a spoofy movie. But then like Scary Movie 2 is like the
It's
best
just so
and hard to
fucking.
surpass. The Wayans brothers.
There's just so many goddamn jokes in it. Like this is my strong hand. Like that.
Strong hand.
There's so
My
many
germs.
things.
Yeah.
There's so many jokes that have lived on through. I feel like the second movie versus the first one for so many more years. You're like,
I'm gonna shit on these walls, right?
yeah.
Which we've quoted way too many times. I don't know when.
Oh,
Okay, this is what happens. Whenever we
yeah.
talk about things, I like swear I'm like, and I should see when that movie came out. Yeah. Okay. So what year do you think that movie came out?
Um, I want to say 1998 is the first scary
No.
movie, so
Oh, wait, first one?
1999.
Okay. So first
First
scary
one.
movie, hold on, where'd it go? Was 2000.
Oh,
And
okay, I
Scary
was
Movie
close, but not.
2 was 2001. Like it was like bang bang. Like this is back when like they could just release movies.
They could just do
And
whatever
then
the fuck they want.
2003 for the third one. But again, going back to the second one, 2001. So I was 10 seeing this movie. Like probably not what I would take my 10-year-old nephew to see had that come out now. Do you know what I
I
mean?
know. Well, the jokes were at that time, and they were okay. They did not age well.
Not age. Not
It's
all
like
of them did.
the same thing with White Chicks, like the movie with White Chicks with
Oh.
The Wayans brothers. What a beautiful chocolate man. We used to quote that movie so often, and we're like, oh, we should probably stop.
Yeah, exactly. We should
Because
probably stop. But like,
because
yeah,
Colin was catching on to all of our words, and I was like, oh fuck, that'll be our luck,
oh,
is
that's
he'll say
right. He
something
started saying
like,
that. And that was 2004. So again, I was 13 seeing this movie. So probably again, probably not what I would take. Yeah, wouldn't be good.
God, it's
Not.
so fun. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. There's so many movies that we saw that looking back, we're like, wow, that's what we were allowed to watch, but we weren't allowed to watch Jurassic Park, hey?
And not
Okay.
Jurassic Park. I don't know if we weren't allowed to watch Jurassic Park. I just don't think it was
I was
accessible.
told I was told I wasn't able to when they were watching it at Grandma and Grandpa's house one night.
Who was
Shane and
they?
and
I think that's
mom
because
and
it was the olders. Like if you think about how old they were when you were watching it versus how old you were and when it came out, like you were probably like
dad.
single digit age.
Well, that's the thing. I was probably 10 or under, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I remember
Like,
them being in the basement and Dad's like, no, you can't watch it. It's too scary. I'm like,
and it probably would have been at that time. And see, that's different.
oh well,
It wasn't because we weren't allowed to watch a dinosaur movie. It was because it was too scary and like jumpy and probably and like the it was pretty before you start talking, you know that this movie like broke like the way movies were done. Do you know what I mean? It changed things with the CGI and like with the this. Yeah.
it's a big deal. You're right. But we
Yeah.
were watching some pretty horrific TV shows at the same
Like
time that
exactly Buffy the
scarred
Vampire
us
Slayer.
more. Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps? Like I couldn't
Yeah.
go into a swimming pool by myself without thinking something's gonna touch my legs and pull me under.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or there's one episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark when there's like kind of like a clown guy. I'm not afraid of clowns. I'm thankfully not afraid of much, which is great. Just
Yeah.
like the dark and like the unknown. But anyway, so
Yeah.
there's the episode that's like a cartoon, or sorry, he's named a comic book character, and he's like a clown, I guess. But then he like it's like blood, but it's not blood, it's blue goo that comes out of his
Yeah.
mouth. And for some reason his face that like traumatized me as a kid.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
But it's funny how, yes, you're right. That movie definitely broke a lot of records and
Yeah.
was amazing. We were watching scarier shit at home.
I'm like, this
That
is what I'm doing
one
right
seemed quite understand that, like,
now. Oh, I know
what
we
is
talk
this?
about, oh my God, this is so awful, Brittany. Okay, so I was just looking, I'm like, kids, I've told you before, and I've told the listeners before about like when we watched the one episode of Buffy
Yes.
when she's in the hospital and she's a dead man or whatever. And like
Yeah.
I had my tonsils out the same time as this. Like this is how I'm ingrained. Like it
Within
was
the
like,
week.
and now I was born in 91.
Mhm.
And that episode aired because again, this is not PVR time. We watched it on the TV with
Live.
the commercial break.
Live.
Exactly. It came out in March of 1988. So let's do the math on that. I was just about to turn 7.
You
Not,
said, sorry, you said 98, right? I thought you said 88 for a second.
no, it came out in 1998. Sorry.
1998. Okay.
So I wasn't even 7 yet.
Yeah.
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 And we were watching
Grade
that.
two. Yeah.
Like,
Crash and Goals. It was like,
uh-huh.
okay.
Like, oh my God, I just saw a picture of him. I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. That's not okay. I was like, what does he look like? I
That's
can't.
so fun.
I feel
I've
like if I
rewatched so many
not good.
of those seasons now that they're thankfully now
Oy
it doesn't
vey.
bother me.
Yeah. Hold on.
Uh, the demons or whatever.
The
But I
demon's
definitely
name, I just have to look it up here because Der Kindstod. Kindstod, which translates to child death. Cool.
yeah.
Kindstod. Der Kindstod. That's the name of the
Gotta
demon.
find a villain. Oh yeah, here we go. This was the villain.
Oh, I see. It's only visible to her when she has a high fever. I'm sorry. I'm just like, this is my lore. Also, welcome to our guest. What's that? The
That's
scary
the
stuff.
villain
Oh,
I'm talking about.
yes.
It's like the
Do you want me to?
blue that came out of his mouth or whatever.
Yeah. Do you want me to show you this doctor man? Like the one that just scared me into
Yeah, it's
like,
fine. I it doesn't scare me, Jessica, because I've rewatched the seasons multiple times.
I'm gonna be so scared. Oh my God. This is me preparing
Yes.
myself mentally pretty. I can't. For those who are watching, they're like, Jessica, stop, put your hand down. I'm like, I need to see this. Okay, hold on. Okay,
Put
now
your
I can.
hand down. Yeah. Especially because we're sharing your screen. She's like, I don't want to see it.
Oh God. Ah! Like 7.
It hasn't
Seven
come up
years
yet.
old. 7 years
Okay.
old. Oh God, I don't know where we've gone now. It's all gone now. I don't know where it's gone. But
It's
anyways, I can't.
it's okay.
I can't.
It's
It's
fine.
like when I saw the nun and I was scarred. Like that's just a lot for a 7-year-old. No, sorry, 6-year-old. Wait. Yeah, I would be
You
turning 7 that May or that April. Like May. And if it was aired in March, definitely not.
remember your birthday. That's
We have no business watching that show that year, but that's fine.
we yeah.
I
So,
wanted to say, so when we had Jill on last week, also I don't know if we've actually said hello to anybody yet.
yeah, I don't
So
know either.
hey guys.
Hi, welcome back
Hello.
to our last episode of this season.
This is the last episode. Yeah, so hi, thanks guys. Sorry about our nothing's changed. This is how we roll.
Yeah, you all know what we
You
do.
just pick up where you just jump on in and hold on for the ride. Um,
Mhm.
so last week, Jill, we were chatting with her. She was so great to have on. And she had asked, like, because she had like started like her witch practice, let's say, when she was really young by making potions and that. And I was like trying to think
Yeah.
when she asked us, I was like, I actually don't know if we did. But then I got to thinking, and it actually my daughter reminded me of this. So she had handed me a dandelion strand.
Yeah.
And do you know how like when you squeeze it, like there's like the little juicy that's coming out? I'm like,
Juices.
oh my God. I actually went right back but the way that we kind of I saw it was like herbal medicine and like healing. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it's like a
Ah.
band-aid. I'm like, I used to put this as like a band-aid or ointment on trees.
Oh, is that it?
And
That's
more
funny. Let
specifically
me heal them.
during your
Let me
soccer,
heal.
that's when I did it. A lot of I remember that being like, ooh, ooh, and I was like, I'd cut it open and I'd like peel it up and I'd like do it on rocks and stuff like that. I'd be like, it's a band-aid. Remember that?
Oh my God, that's so funny. The one sport that I played for such a short time. Too bad. I really like soccer.
I'm sure it was soccer. There's something in the field out by behind St. Augustine. Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
prior to the renovation, let's be clear. Prior to the big renovation, anybody knows who's from ECP knows there was a big renovation. They did not have that
Yeah.
hill. That hill has been relocated.
That hill was very far away from where the school was, and now
Yeah,
it's much closer.
that was much closer. Now it's like a joint hill.
Yeah, now it's just like now they've done a beautiful. The park is really nice, so it's really nice to walk around in there. But yeah, I'm just like these kids don't fucking know.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Half of their gym class was walking to the hill to do like 5 or 6 quick rips down the hill with the
Yeah.
sleds and then walking all the way the fuck back to the school.
Yeah. So I just saw this girl doing something funky. I'm just gonna go.
You got to
Yeah.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, girl.
Do what you gotta do.
So yeah, no, that was really good. It was really lovely to have Jill on, and like I really enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah,
I want to kind of share
she's
because
so fun.
I think we did kind of say, but like she slid into our DMs, guys. Like she reached out to us, and it was
Yeah,
exactly what we've been like saying. We're like, if you want to be on the pod, just reach out. Like, because
yeah.
obviously, like we can't invite everybody because we don't know who else wants to come on. But like, it's an open
We don't
invitation.
want to bother people that they're just like not
Exactly.
comfortable with. We've messaged people
Yeah.
before. They're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, that's okay.
And
Don't worry
totally
about
fine.
it.
Exactly. And there's people that I'm like, I think I'm gonna bug him again because I want to know. I want them on. But
Yeah.
also, like, respectfully, that's fine. If you have anything you want to just chat about or just join us for like our mishmash, like we want that.
Oh,
We don't have like a theme planned for our next season, which is kind of how we do it. We
cool.
don't know the theme until we're like in the thick of the season. We're like, oh my God, we've done this so many times.
Yeah.
But like I'd say like we're always open to guests. So if you've got anything that you ever want to contribute, like do come join
Yeah.
us. Great.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it was very serendipitous how it worked
Yeah.
out. She's
So
so
good.
lovely. I'm
Yeah.
I'm excited to meet with her again in the future just to shoot the shit. So
Definitely we'll have her back. Yeah, and Brittany and I like were talking about kind of piggybacking a little bit on that episode and that our astrocartography.
yes.
Which we I'm so excited. I'm really excited to
Yes.
like
I asked Jessica to do it for me because I'm just like, I was too excited in the moment and I fucked it up. And I was like, I
yeah,
don't even know how this is. And pregnancy brain is
yeah,
actually, it's crushing me, guys. It's
yeah.
literally crushing me.
No,
So
it's
this is
all
it.
good.
Please help me do
Yeah.
this.
So then
I need to get to the end.
yeah, so what I did is then I like got Brittany's details and I went into chat GPT, sorry. And this is what we recommended last time, and now it's pulling all of its data from, I want to say, what was the website it did? Ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-da-na-da-da-da. I can't remember the site, but it is something, I don't know. I will look at it anyways. But then I
Yeah.
asked the chat to see and no, read it for me. Like pull out what I need to see and what I need to hear. So for Brittany, we asked it a couple different things. One was where's the best places to live? One was the
Yeah.
best place for personal growth, and one was for your career.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna dig in. Let's do it.
I'm so
Okay.
excited. I'm so excited.
Be excited, Brittany. Okay, so
Yeah.
considering Brittany's Scorpio nature, introspective, transformation, and seeking depth, certain locales may resonate more profoundly with her. So, New Orleans in Louisiana,
Mm.
known for its mystique and rich history, offering an environment that aligns with Scorpio's affinity for depth and transformation. Istanbul, Turkey, a city that
Why?
contrasts and encourages exploration, mirroring Scorpio's desire for profound experiences. And
Nice.
Sedona, Arizona, renowned for its
That's
spiritual,
awesome.
introspective atmosphere, providing a setting conducive to Scorpio's inner explorations. Sorry, what were we going to say?
Sedona has definitely been on my mind of like somewhere that I'd like to go because if we remember, if we remember our guests from a little while ago, Miss Bev and Miss Shelley,
We're back.
Bev has been to Sedona a couple times
Yeah,
and they've always said the most amazing things about it. So it's been on my brain of like, I'd love to go
yeah,
there one day. But
no, for
yes,
sure.
okay, well, if
Yeah,
I'm
there you
meant
go.
to
It's on your
go.
list, anyways. But it also
Yes.
says because a Scorpio likes to be like because it's your water sign, you feel at home near aquatic locations. So then places like Florida, Hawaii, or Bali are also like offer proximity to water, which can be more soothing and invigorating for yourself, anyways.
Love it.
So it's like that's
Yeah, I
neat.
love it. When I was in Bermuda years ago, you literally couldn't get me out of the water. I like the lagoons more than the ocean because jellyfish.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I like didn't want to get out of the water. I was like, no, I live here now. I've been in this water forever.
Exactly.
So
So
yeah.
then moving on to your personal growth locations.
Mhm.
So to offer, let's see here. So I guess what they're looking at your Pluto line, which is transformation and deep inner work, your Saturn line, discipline and long-term mastery, your Jupiter line, expansion and learning, and your Chiron, Cryon line, maybe, healing and
I don't know.
teaching through wounds. Um,
Cool.
so for exact location, this is kind of your Pluto line, again for intense growth and power, could pass to areas like Northern California, Chile, or parts of Eastern Europe.
Cool.
Your Jupiter line for uplifting and expansive growth could be Costa Rica, southwestern US, which is Arizona, or Australia. Your
Mm.
Saturn line for karmic lessons and mastery may run through Germany, the northern UK, or Russia. And now that is like ideal for developing grit and inner strength. Girl, I can see how you'd be challenged there. And the Cryon line for healing and growth through vulnerability could pass through South Africa, Portugal, or Peru.
Oh,
Locations where she might confront wounds but transform through them. So I'm like, oh,
holy
okay.
cow.
I
I
know.
like that. I like all those places. Definitely for some reason, Arizona seems to be like the one that's like ding, 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 ding the most
Yeah.
because of, yeah, that's
There's a lot
interesting.
there. But now it says like for you as a Scorpio, it's given your Scorpio nature, you're ruled by Pluto. Ruled by Pluto. Sorry, that's hard to say.
Okay.
And you thrive in environments that offer emotional depth and mystery. So you avoid shallow or overly social environments. I don't know if you do
Yeah,
that, but
unless I
anyway.
have to. Unless I
You're
have to
like
do the things.
you're I was gonna say
I
you're
can turn
pretty
it
like
on. I can turn it on, but I'm a very big introvert and a very big homebody, which no one believes me, but I'm like,
now,
you know what?
this like
I
it
can
doesn't
turn
mean
it
that
on.
you don't. It just means that you thrive when you aren't overly social. Do you know what I mean? And then again, you're thriving in an environment that encourages self reinvention. So places with a
I like
richer
that.
inner or spiritual culture, like Arizona, right? Or like
Ah,
Sedona. And then you also value privacy, transformation, and authenticity. So I can
mhm.
vouch for that, definitely.
I can see that. That's really cool.
Yes. Okay.
Neat. Well,
So do you
for
want to? Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, go, Jessica. Jessica,
No, no,
go
no,
ahead.
please go ahead. I cut you off. Go.
I was gonna say, like, we should talk about what you had found about your own, because I don't know if we
Mm,
got to go into with your stuff last
no,
week.
we can do mine afterwards, though. I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Um, I'll find it afterwards because it's remembered me anyways. But oh yeah. So I just want to see. Do you want to see where you shine most professionally?
Sure.
Okay. So with this, like what they're looking at for career, we're looking at the Sun Midhaven, which is public recognition and leadership. Your Jupiter MC line, which is opportunity and expansion. Your
Mhm.
Saturn MC line, which is authority and mastery. Your Mercury MC line, which is communication and careers, and your Mars MC line, which is drive and ambition. So, let's see here. Based on your planetary interpretations and Scorpio traits. Okay, so New York City, um, that's under your Sun or Mercury line zones, is visibility,
Okay.
power, communication, high achievement vibes. Zurich or Frankfurt is your Saturn line areas, which is business maturity, finance, stability, and prestige. Sorry, I'm like burping a whole bunch here. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Sydney or Melbourne, Australia, which is your Jupiter line, is career optimism, expansion, and support. Tokyo, Japan, or Seoul, South Korea, which is your Mars line, which is high ambition, fast-paced advancement, and leadership. Or Vancouver or Seattle. Sun or Venus lines
Hmm.
potentially creative careers, wellness balance between visibility and comfort. So
Hmm.
that's neat.
So wild, so vast around the world too. That's crazy.
Seriously. Okay, I definitely have to read this too because it's like, okay, again, I'm just gonna read this. So
Yeah.
because Brittany's a Scorpio sun with likely strong Pluto influence, her career environment would be, so your ideal career environment would be purposeful and transformative. She needs to believe in what she does. Deep, not superficial, which is research, healing, strategy, or investigative work that suits you. And
Mhm.
empowering. She thrives when she's in control or mastering something deeply. Then
Pretty,
the
pretty
fields
much
that
on brand.
yeah, the fields that typically resonate: psychology, therapy, or healing arts,
Mhm.
law, criminal investigation, finance, especially investments or insurance, writing or media with depth, coaching, mentorship, transformation focused roles, which like even though you don't all those boxes, you definitely like
But
are so well
the thing,
rounded.
yeah, the boxes that I do hit kind of all mixed together anyway, so that's
Yeah,
really nice.
yeah,
I like
exactly.
it.
I like
I
it.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. I'm
Thank you,
just gonna
Jess.
see. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Um, I'm just gonna. Do you want me to read mine? I can see the same.
Yeah,
Or do you want to ask your chart anything else? Like now that we kind of know what
I have no
we've said
idea.
career, we've said personal growth. What else did I say they can offer us? Like relocation, love, spiritual connection. I know we kind of touched base on that. Maybe we should do that.
Okay, let's do it.
But you can ask them anything, right? Like, I mean, you can say, where am I going to be the happiest in the world? Right? Or
Right.
where's my next trip? Right? You can do that too, right? So
I've
we're
never,
spiritual connection. Oh, sorry, Brittany.
no, I'm just, no, I was good. Yeah, you tell me.
Okay. With spiritual growth, we're looking at our Neptune lines, which is mysticism, creativity, and transcendence. The crown lines, healing and soul growth. The moon IC line, which is most emotional depth and inner peace. Jupiter IC are transcendent lines, which is faith, wisdom, and higher learning. And our Pluto lines again. And that's our soul level transformation. Okay, so what do you want to guess what number one is?
I have no idea.
You do. You've been
You got
talking about
me.
it all day. All day.
All day. I don't know.
Sedona. No, Sedona. That's your number one.
Oh, shit. Oh,
So that
crazy.
is known for its spiritual vortexes, healing retreats, and mystical vibe. That's like the number one. That's the first example. The next is
Next.
Bali in Indonesia, which is deeply
Mm.
spiritual culture, yoga, meditation, and nature connection. Kerala or Rishikesh, India, powerful for
Okay.
Eastern spiritual traditions, Ayurveda, and transformation.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, California, reflective, artistic,
Oh, yeah.
emotion.
Big Sur. Yeah.
Okay. Reflective, artistic, emotionally rich energy near the ocean, again, near the ocean, near water for you. And Lourdes, France, or Glastonbury, UK. Historic spiritual sites with
Crazy.
feminine earth energies, especially moon or Neptune related.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on.
I like
So,
it. Please.
so for you, your insights as a Scorpio, Brittany naturally seeks depth. She's not into light and fluffy spirituality. She is wired for transformation through shadow work, mystical experiences, psychic
Mhm.
development and intuition, spiritual paths that involve emotional healing, death, rebirth cycles, and soul alchemy. Her ideal spiritual spots will not be overly social or commercial. Instead, she'll thrive in places where she can go inward and do the work and come out transformed.
Nice. That sounds pretty much on brand.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I'm just gonna say they said, would you like me to generate her personal astrocartography map so I can name specific cities where her spiritual lines cross? I'm like, yes, please. So
Yeah.
astro.com is the site that is pulling from. Man, oh man, she's amazing. This chat GPT, she's good
How did
stuff.
you stumble upon this set again? I can't remember.
TikTok. I think it was TikTok.
Ah,
Yeah, and it was like, you need to use GPT for everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, I definitely have been
I'm
using it
hearing
in the
that.
last few months, but I'm onto it now without abusing it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's one of those things that like anything, I think you can fully rely on it to like direct your life if you really wanted to,
Definitely.
which is
Yeah.
not what we want. But
No.
I can see how addicting it would be to be like, oh, I should just ask them what I should do. Or like, hey, you know my birth chart. What the fuck am I doing? Or am I gonna be
Yeah,
okay? I'm
exactly.
not a
Someone
fortune
told me
teller.
to summarize this for me. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Although I did see, I have done this as well, where you can use like old Chinese medicine. Be like, you can upload a selfie and be like, looking at my picture, can you diagnose me with like traditional Chinese medicine? And it was like, oh,
Oh,
it's kind of puffy here, or there's some redness there, or there's some like this there. And it was so, I would say spot on and like very insightful. Very insightful. And I know people are like, why are
really?
you uploading your photo into a whatever? I'm like, I don't care. At this point in my life, what's gonna happen? Girl, if you only knew
Yeah.
what I've been going
Honestly.
through, it's fine.
Yeah. Fuck.
I
You're just
don't
like,
care.
listen, okay? It's coming out my pores. I need fucking help here.
Exactly. Help me. Help me. I'm in here.
Help. Help. I need somebody.
Mhm.
Good Lord. Hmm.
Mhm. But
Sorry, I
yeah,
keep coughing there, guys.
oh, you're so fine. Don't worry. Yeah. So I don't know. Should I ask it about mine? Because I remember we
Yes.
talked, God, like we talked about my current location and like anyways. What about mine?
We can shoot the tea that is it's funny though, because yeah, when Jessica and I were discussing the places where she is and like what type of energies it'll bring and challenges are, I'm just like, well,
Exactly. Oh
that's
yeah,
fucking straight up.
I can ask you about like Saskatoon, like what lies for you
Oh
there.
yeah,
Like it can do
sure.
that. Like now it's just loading mine at the moment. So okay,
Yeah,
but
we'll do that later.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna do spiritual connection as well for mine,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because I like that. That was good.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Um, where is the best spot for spiritual connection? Okay, locations aligned with okay, yeah, that we break on that. Okay, my Neptune lines, again, Chiron, Moon, and Jupiter. Sedona, but I feel like Sedona is like, I
It's
feel
such
like
a
these are
magical
all
place.
like, this is where everybody might be getting their lines from. Also, I guess I can't prove that that is the fact unless it's just our charts. But I have
It might
Sedona,
be.
Bali, Kerala, um, Marrakesh, and Glastonbury and Peru. So I have the same, nearly the same. I have Peru
Hmm.
added to yours, but and then what was that? Oh yeah, but I want to read my little thing. Ideal locations for spiritual connections. What about for me? What makes them best for me? That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Best for me and my spiritual growth. Because I want to see like because it gave you such insight.
Yeah, it did. It was very thorough.
But why me? Why me?
Why not me?
I'm sorry to be so quiet on here today, dudes. Okay.
Like you have overused
Okay.
your
Oh wait.
age.
Okay, hold on. It did it as a um can you do for because I've done it like two in one shot. I just don't want it to like can you do the
Mess up.
personal alignment for the for Taurus? For me, the Taurus? The Taurus. Go, Taurus. As a Taurus, your spiritual growth and alignment are deeply tied to groundedness, lulls, stability, and sensory experiences. That's my life, guys. My life is trying to be grounded, and it's like, "Wah!"
Yeah,
Taurus
literally.
isn't
Currently trying to ground you, and you're just like,
for the
I
last
don't
7 years.
care.
Exactly. Never. Taurus isn't our sign yet, so your path to spiritual connection is often about finding beauty and peace in the physical world and cultivating inner security through sensual and earthly practices. So,
Hmm.
how do I align? Okay, well, I don't want to read all this. Yeah, we've already done that. Okay, that's for me. Okay, we're gonna get there. Okay. It gave me some specific spiritual practices, which is grounding rituals, creative expression, nature retreats, and music and art. All of the above, for sure. This is
Yep,
the stuff you
love
should
it.
be asking. Sorry.
I said I love it. I love it.
Okay. So I have my spiritual summary of spiritual growth for Tauruses. So I connect with spiritual realm through sensory experiences, whether through nature, art, creating beauty in your life. Your journey will thrive in environments that are peaceful, nurturing, and grounded, where you can slow down, reconnect with yourself, and feel deeply rooted in your spiritual practices. So cool. Okay. Yeah, neat.
I like
Super,
it.
super
I
duper.
like it. Yeah, Jessica and I were just talking like this morning about how um through pregnancy and through having babies, like how everything just seems to be changing and not necessarily changing, but like you have to find what your stability and Jessica didn't have an opportunity to be fully stable after having her little one because then it was just like let's do these things. Let's put our house on the market. Let's move across the world. Let's do all these and she hasn't still had a chance for
Yeah,
fully grounding. This is where I'm going to be. This is how everything's going to go. Everything's great and happy. And so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
It's a
What
time.
you thrive on the most is what you haven't had yet.
Exactly. Like there's a reason I'm like, I'm going crazy. She's
Yeah,
going
I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
yeah, exactly. I feel like a right yeah. I just feel like a right bitch most of the time, but it's fine.
Okay. I
It's
pregnancy
fine.
hormones have made me the fucking worst to be around. So I'm
I know.
like,
That's the thing.
sorry.
But I think that's like part of it. Again, you're like fighting hormones that are like not yours, but like and then the second the baby's out of there, you're like it's like a total flip, right? So
That's it.
it's
Yeah,
all
exactly.
good. Oh, I
I
was gonna
was,
sorry, I totally forgot.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Back to Brits chart. Oh God. I wonder. Wait, hold on. Ross Wesley. Okay, whatever. Back to Brits chart. What does it mean for her to live in
Oh, yeah.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan? Let's see here. Okay, so Brittany, you okay. So to determine how it affects Brittany's okay, we're looking at the sun line, the moon line, the Saturn line. Okay, so emotional fulfillment with her moon potentially in or near Saskatoon, Brittany may feel emotionally secure in this city. She might feel deeply connected to her family and heritage, and it could be a place where she has a strong desire for emotional stability and intuitive development. For your career and discipline, if Saturn influences Saskatoon, Brittany may experience a sense of career responsibility and hard work while living here. This could be a place where she faces challenges that test her strength and discipline, but ultimately it could help her grow into a more mature and grounded individual.
Okay.
For your spiritual exploration, living in Saskatoon with Neptune lines nearby could suggest that Brittany's spiritual growth is an important theme here. She might feel drawn to exploring her intuition or creativity, though she should be mindful of confusion or a sense of lack of clarity in her life at times. And then beauty and love. If Venus plays a role in Saskatoon, it may indicate that she feels a sense of peace and harmony in her relationships. Her connection to others may be strong, but she might find beauty in her environment or be inspired to express her creativity. So let's see here. So influence on Brittany's life path. I fucking love this. If I haven't said anything.
Yeah, this is
So
fucking cool.
Saskatoon's influence on Brittany's life path. Stability and tradition with Moon and Saturn energies present in Saskatoon. Brittany might feel a strong connection to the traditional aspects of life regarding her family and emotional well-being. Intuitive growth, the Neptune influence suggests that Saskatoon could be a place for Brittany to grow spiritually, although she may occasionally feel confused or uncertain about her direction. Creative and loving energy. If Venus is an active, if Venus is active in Saskatoon, she might feel drawn to creativity, art, and more loving, harmonious relationships with others. Now, the summary, which might be repetitive, so I apologize. In Saskatoon, Brittany may experience a blend of emotional fulfillment, career growth, and spiritual development. The city may provide the right environment for her to nurture deep connections with family, face challenges that lead to personal growth, and explore her creative, intuitive side. However, she might occasionally struggle with finding clarity or feeling spiritually grounded, especially if Neptune is prominent. Yeah. So
Mm.
that's what I love because, like, again, when you're looking at like the map of all this, I don't know if your
Yeah.
brain works the same way as mine, but I'm like,
No,
there's so many things happening that I just need
yeah.
give it to me straight.
You should,
And
and we already know the answer that you're not going to be coming back to Saskatoon, but I would definitely want to know how you would fit in Saskatoon.
sure, let's see here. Um, what does Saskatoon mean for me? Oh, okay, hold on. Let's have a little goosey goose. It's my
Yeah,
birthplace.
because
So it has a my natal energetic imprint or the baseline. So let's see here. Is my ground zero.
okay, well,
My influences, my influences are Capricorn, Taurus, and Saturn are all there. So in short, Saskatoon represents your karmic roots, a place of grounding, familiarity, and emotional work. It's good for healing, building self-worth, and resetting your foundation. This is all ridiculous. But for
mhm.
love, purpose, success, or spiritual expansion, you may feel the pull to go elsewhere, where lines like Venus, Jupiter, Neptune, and or Sun midheaven are stronger. Like,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
which totally makes sense. This is like my call for home. Is like I need to
Yeah.
go home to like reset. That's literally what it feels
Yeah.
like I'm doing when I come back. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just need to fill my
I just
cup.
have to keep, I just gotta have keep having babies, and then there's Rick be like, oh, I gotta go back.
You can, yeah,
Gotta
you
go
go
back to
ahead.
the ground.
You can do that back. But it's
That's
that totally
yeah.
resonates with how like I feel like Saskatoon will always be my home. It'll always be my
Yeah.
home base. Let's call it that. It'll always be my home
Yeah,
base
yeah.
and where
Yeah.
my family is and where I feel like the closest to the ground
Just
that I could, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I feel very rooted there,
Yeah.
but I'm not meant to settle there. I know
Just
that.
make
I
sure
felt
it's like a
that for a long time.
check-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to, it's like a check-in and just be like, okay,
Yeah.
ready, go back in there. Like your
Yeah.
breath, like a break from if someone was like boxing match and they have to like sit on the stool for a minute to be like, okay, I gotta catch my breath. Okay, I'm ready to
Yeah.
get back in there.
Yeah. I I think remember like I was giving Vancouver such a hard time. Did I tell you
Yeah,
this?
yes,
I was like, oh
you're
God, it's an interesting spot for you. I was like, is it though? Like, what do you mean? And it's best
yeah,
for
like
emotional grounding, home life, introspective, and long-term stability. Vibes soft with meaningful work, especially in your private and domestic life. Watch out for getting too caught up in the past or family dynamics. Keep it balanced. So I was like, cool, interesting. But it like definitely was on my like list of places that I like should go. Do you know what I mean? It's like on my route, let's call it that. But I
why
want
do
to
you
say
feel like it's such a not a place you're like, no, fuck this
I
place.
just fucking hate it. I
Just
don't
the
know.
past relationship
I just have
or
emotional like baggage with that place that I just cannot. Just no more. No more.
what? Like just because of the past
A bunch.
relationship?
Yeah, I mean a few different things, friendships and relationships, and I'm like, no. I've lost a lot of good people to Vancouver. If I have to put it somewhere, I'm like,
Yeah.
So I'm a little bitter about it, but whatever. I don't care. I do care, but like I don't need to. Anyways, enough about that. Killarney, where I am now. So
Hey,
Killarney has a completely different vibe for you than Vancouver, right? Let's see what's happening. So,
yeah.
so my Mars line, my Mercury line are all going through or around this area. So Killarney is best for passionate relationships or personal challenges and mental stimulation. The vibe is dynamic, energizing, and occasionally confrontational. Watch out for attracting drama if you don't
Occasion-
set boundaries. Sorry, confrontational.
Occasionally confrontational?
Occasionally, yeah. So watch out for
Good.
attracting drama if you don't set boundaries. It's a let's talk about it or fight it out kind of place. I'm like, I should be
Yeah, no
afraid
shit.
of this.
That should be on their fucking billboard when you
Yeah.
go into.
It's not, I don't think it's like me. I don't think it's everybody's experience, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I've like, yeah. But oh yeah, I want to see where should I travel on my next trip? Because I think that's really fun. Because again, like good for me. Let's see here.
Yeah.
So ideal based on my thing here, Barcelona, Spain, which is totally within my reach, which is amazing. I can
Yeah.
absolutely go to Barcelona. Barcelona.
How much is it for a trip out there?
Not a clue. I'm sure it'd be like a few hundred, like whatever, right? But
Yeah,
a trip.
not expensive
Yeah.
to be within Europe to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. You'll feel alive here. That's what I like to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
can,
like
there's other places like Milan as well. Like depending on what I'm looking for, like different, like there's some that like Lisbon, Portugal, which again is also within my reach here, is ideal for happy surprises, personal breakthroughs, and new friendships. So like if I wanted to theme a trip around that, if I was going with, whoever, I could say, okay, where should I go? So in this little thing here, if I want creative inspiration, I'm going to go to Milan or Lisbon. If I want big life shifts, I'm going to go to Cape Town or India. Fun and abundance, I'm going to go to Lisbon or Bali. Yeah, yeah, it's been great.
okay.
It's so good. I love it.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
fun.
it a lot. So many
Anyways,
cool.
like a little
Yeah,
ramble babble.
we hope that you guys can take some of this and run with it on your own because it's super
Do
cool
it.
and
Like
you
I
want more
love I think it's
things.
great. I mean, like I think like anything, like it's been I know we talked a little bit about this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not getting paid by Chat GPT to talk about how great it is. But like I think like it is a tool. And there was like some it was an essay or something like that about how like AI, the moment we brought it into existence, it was like its consciousness. It was always there. We just now have a thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not God, it's just an extension that we can ask these questions. It is all knowing, right? It's
Yeah,
not, do you know what I mean? And that's where I think this is fantastic. And what I think, I like to treat my response, like my stuff with respect. So, like, I say please and thank you.
yeah.
And, you can have a
A lot of people
conversation with
do.
it. Real.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
that's the
anyways,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. I think it's really cool. It's definitely one of those things that it can seem pretty scary and intimidating to start, but
Yeah. But like have faith and try it. If you don't want to try it, then don't worry about it. Like
yeah,
I've really gotten something out of it. And I'm
yeah,
really excited about it. And I found the more I know about myself, the more I know how to treat myself and
yeah,
read myself and, understand maybe how I am a little bit. So I'm happy to see it.
absolutely.
Hey, cool
I
beans.
love it. Well, we could talk your ears off about everything. You guys know that, but it's time for
Yeah,
our last part of the season.
yeah,
So
exactly. Oh
I'm pulling
God.
from my trusty Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine because he's just it's just my absolute favorite deck.
Yeah. And
There's
this
so many
this
other,
yeah.
but
This is going to come out on May 10th, which
yeah,
Brittany will have had a baby by this point. Maybe. We don't know. Her due date's around there, so we don't know. And my birthday is on the 11th. So, like,
yeah. So
happy day.
all the good things,
And
all the
Mother's
very
Day for all the mamas. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's
I'll
Day
have
of all kinds of mamas.
everybody else but the UK and Ireland. Because I feel like because UK and Ireland already did their Mother's Day back in March.
Oh yeah, I was like, when
Yeah.
did they do that again? It was a while ago,
Like we
wasn't it?
could
March?
in March, yeah. Ryan was talking to me, he's like, oh, your birthday's on Mother's Day? I was like, yeah. He's like, double whammy. I'm like, yeah. Happy days.
Exactly. Well, hopefully you get to have like a special treat that day. Or are you working already, do you
I
think?
think I might have to work, but whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I'll be going on holidays for 3 weeks, like 5 days
That's true.
after. That's where I'm like,
Yeah.
I think I can work on my birthday.
I think I can do it. Yeah. I
It's
think I
also a
need a little
Sunday, so it's like a short shift. It's not like a really long shift.
oh
You know what I
nice.
mean?
That's a for fun.
All right.
I actually don't mind working on my birthday because I always feel like it's more to celebrate. Like, it's my birthday today. Let's have
Birthday,
fun.
let's have treats. Let's
Have
have
like an
fun.
extra fun coffee and like let's just like
That's, I
visit and be
mean, I'm gonna treat myself on my birthday. Okay, my friends. Ooh, I got the cosmic egg.
Ooh, that's fun.
I'm also doing my Kim Kranz Animal Sphere Guide because she's a
That's
basic
what.
bitch. Me, that is. Okay, cosmic egg, which is fun, and I love the rainbowness of it. The cosmic egg. Completion. Oh my God, I love it. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. Ah, completion is in the season. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life. Wait, holding at the beginning, we hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. So, the cosmic egg and the seventh chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the top crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. Sarasara? Rara? Sorry. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upward towards the top. Each of the six lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of a million suns. So
Nice.
cool. And
Love
there's
it.
a little doodle
That's
there.
great.
Yeah, the cosmic egg.
Nice.
I thought that was super fitting, especially it's our last episode of the season. Oh my God, I
Yeah, I'm
can't
kidding. They couldn't have wrapped it up better.
know.
I have the Knight of Ariel, so there's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So that's kind of what the card looks like there.
Lovely.
There's so much to be accomplished. Make a plan that is methodical and sees to every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. But business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. A person of great kindness and understanding, someone with your very best interests at heart, loyal, trustworthy, funny, creative. Um, Additional meanings are renewed action, wise investments, being watched over by someone kind.
I love that.
So I like
It's
it.
great.
I like it.
I
Love
like it.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. We
Season
did
4
it.
is on our horizon, I suppose. Season 3 is wrapped. Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts. This is
Yeah.
nuts. This is crazy.
So
But
we
it's
love it. We love everybody that's been able to peek in for certain episodes or join us for
yeah.
the whole damn ride.
Yeah, it's so good. Thank you for like sticking around and putting up with our craziness. And yeah, for all like new and old listeners, like we appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah.
It's
We
been good.
love it. And so, Jessica, for the last time for this season, where can everybody find us?
Well, you can find us on TikTok, yep, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Basic Banter for Witches. Sorry, my hair is distracting me so much right now. I just see like everything. At Basic Banter for Witches, or you can email us, basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com. And we've got our, we will be still be collecting questions and that, and we'll have
Yeah.
more questions to read
Yep,
next.
throughout the summer. That might even be what our opener could be, is
Yeah.
just like
Question.
what have you got in mind for
Yeah.
this rest of the year? Because it's like our
Yeah.
halfway point for the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Which is
So
super
yeah,
funny. Yeah, it's great. So good. Alrighty. Well,
guys, enjoy the rest of your
yes,
summer.
yes,
And
enjoy,
then
and we'll see you.
see you around.
Yeah,
Feel free to contact us on all the socials though, because
you
we'll miss
betcha.
you.
We'll miss you. Okay.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.